All right, so tonight we are going to talk about some very vital things to our businesses, which is our why and turning that why into a vision. It's really so important to have your why and to dig down deep and think about it. Like, not only what do you want, but why do you want it? And how will it make you feel when you achieve it? You need to dig into those feelings a little bit. To put some strength into your motivation, to make you push for a reason. And we're going to talk too about turning that into a vision so you can actually see what you're working towards. And your vision can change all the time. My why when I first started was my own health and accountability. I was a serial quitter. My husband and I had tried P90X probably 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times and quit every single time. We tried every other kind of diet that there was and quit, and they all worked. It was just that we didn't stick to them. And so that's why I started coaching, was because I needed that accountability of bringing people along. And I know that Brittany, the reason she started was different too, and she can talk about that when it's her turn. But you need to think about why you're doing this. Mine has changed since the beginning because mine started like that, and now I'm the most consistent I've ever been. I'm not perfect, but I'm the most consistent I've ever been in my health and fitness. Now I am a little more focused on the business aspect of it and turning this into an income that can support my family and get my husband to work only because he wants to work and not because he feels that pressure and stress of supporting our family. There are different reasons that we do this. My health is still a priority in my why. There are chronic conditions that I discovered over the summer that when I'm way off the wagon and eating processed crappy junk, then I have a chronic condition that flares up, and it is miserable and it is uncomfortable and I hate it. I'm actually working right now to get rid of that. The confidence factor, of course, I want to look good. I want to feel good in sexy clothes. I'm just going to say it. I want to feel hot for my husband on date night. I want to feel confident in my body. And that includes in a bikini and when I'm not covering up the stuff that I don't like, that I know how to kind of make disappear. But that is one of my whys, is my health. And then that kind of shifts over because when I am doing well with my health, my husband is doing well with his health. And one of the best things I've seen in this journey so far is seeing him get confidence that he's never had before. He is more confident in himself and the way he looks now than in the past 11 years that we've been together. And that just makes me so happy for him. That is huge for me, is for him to be happy with himself, because I love him and I think he's hot no matter what, but I want him to feel like that too. My family, my kids, I want to make sure that they grow up with a good, healthy knowledge of how to fuel their bodies and that it's okay to splurge and have treats, but also how to take care of themselves for their future and their future families. The business aspect of it, the freedom. That is my number one why, is the freedom. There are so many things that I want to do and have and be that come with having financial freedom. And I know that this business is going to do that for me and my family. I want to, first of all, have something of my own, like I said, that is contributing to our family. I have not minded staying home I stayed home for 7 years as a stay-at-home mom. But it got to be really fun starting to bring in money on my own and not having 100% on Jeremy. And I can't wait to see that shift just start to get a little bit lopsided. I told him I'm going to start making more money than him. And that is one of my goals, so that he doesn't have that anymore. I want to build new relationships with like-minded people. I don't know if you guys can relate, but it is hard to find friends that you really connect with as an adult. I have noticed recently that a lot of my old friends don't really click with me anymore. And it's not that anything happened or changed, but we're just on different mindsets and we're just on different paths. And being in this business, meeting Brittany and having like this person who, holy cow, she lived next door to me. We would never go a day without seeing each other, I'm positive. We probably annoy each other's husbands. We'd be together so much. But that's a really big deal, is to find someone, to find a community of someone's that share the same passions and mindsets and positivity that this business tries to build for us. It's more powerful than you realize. And for all of you newer coaches that are going to be watching this, that is such a big deal, is to be able to connect with people that know exactly what you're talking about, what you're going through, and how you think. I want to be able to travel whenever I want. I don't want to have to think about the cost of taking my kids on a trip. I don't want to have to think about the cost of flying my kids somewhere, which is definitely up there in price. I want to have a secure future. I want to know that when we decide we want to retire, we can just retire. I don't want to have to think about it and count our pennies and say, okay, we can wait until now to retire. I want to do it when I want to do it. And what's awesome is I don't see Jeremy or myself retiring very early out of desire to quit working. We're going to just be working because we want to work, because we both love what we do. I also want to give back. I have a huge place in my heart for starting my own charity and being able to give. That is one of my big whys. I love to spoil people. I love to give to people who need it. That is just a huge part of who I am, and that is what I want to do without even thinking about it. Just write a check and here you go. This is what I want to do for you. This is what is in my heart. I'm going to share my vision board with you guys so that you kind of understand too how to do a vision board, but also you're going to look at some of my pictures and you're going to see that what I say about them isn't necessarily what the image looks like to you. Let's see. Where is it? Hold on 1 second. Can you see that?
Nope, I can't.
Okay, hang on. All right, what do you see right now? Just me?
Let's see. Yeah, just you.
What about now?
Oh yeah, now I can see it.
Perfect. Okay, sorry about that delay. Okay, so I'm going to try and show you just a little bit of what's on my vision board and what they mean to me. This little picture I happened to find the other day, so it's not on the actual vision board. This is, and you can't see our faces, this is me and Jeremy the day we got engaged, and I was pretty darn flat right there. So that's just kind of my physical fitness goals, is to feel like I did on that day. But this picture here in the corner is the #1 coach in the company, Melanie Mitro. And that might seem a little bit weird, stalkery, to have her on my vision board. And that doesn't even necessarily mean that I have #1 coach as my goal. It's more about who she is and what she comes across as. She just comes across as so genuine, and so her faith is a strong part of her success. And honestly, it's just to be a good, genuine coach like her and to be up at the top. Maybe down the road, #1 coach will be on my vision board for real. But right now, it's just to be like her and to be able to get to that point. And then you've got your things, you know. It's so funny because, yes, on my vision board, my mega dream car is a Jeep Grand Cherokee. Nothing big and major, but I love them and I always have. An in-ground pool for our kids and for me. I swear I'd be in that thing daily, not looking pasty white like I do this summer. But the back of our house, we still don't have a back deck on our house because when we built it, our builders were terrible at budgeting, and we had to keep taking things off that were in the original plans. And this is kind of a combo of what I would like to see on my back deck. I'd like to have the built-in fire pit and a gazebo because our back deck faces the west, and so the sunset is really hot and heavy, but that gazebo will take care of it. Here, being in the elite top 10, that is definitely a goal. Things around here, just things I want to do to my house. This is what I want the kids' playroom to look like, those built-ins, my office. And here, okay, so this is some of the traveling we want to do with our kids. These are all the major league ballparks in the MLB, and my son is a huge baseball fanatic. And it is on my husband's and my goal board to take them to see every single stadium in the country. And that right there isn't necessarily a financial goal, which yes, it will take money to do those, but it's a fulfilling goal. It's something that our kids are just going to be over the moon about. It's memories. Same here, this is Animal Kingdom and Epcot and Magic Kingdom. Down here is the lake house in Traverse City that we want to have. I want to have it for diamond retreats. I want to have it for just family vacation whenever I want. To share with family, again, giving. I would love to offer to my family and our brothers and sisters and my parents and his parents a place to go where you're not worried about the cost of where you're staying, which of course includes a boat because, you know, that one may have been influenced a little bit more by Jeremy, but and then the RV for traveling with our kids and our family wherever we want to all those ballparks. This is how I want my office to look and our basement when we finish it. So you've got your typical things and stuff that you want. If you see right here in the middle, first of all, I have 4 quotes that talk about vision. This one is create a vision that makes you want to jump out of bed every morning. And I get up, well, I'm still working on getting back to that now that school just started, but I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning every day. And believe it or not, I don't hate it. I love to get up that early and start attacking my goals and feeling productive that early in the morning. Make your vision so clear that your fears become irrelevant. That is powerful. And this is a clear vision. I mean, I did a vision board back in the day, and the house that I'm living in right now was on that board. So these are photos that I intend to see actually put into action. Oprah said, create the highest, grandest vision possible for your life because you become what you believe. And if you look at this thing every day and you put that vision in front of yourself, you're going to start to think it and believe it more and more each time. Imagine yourself driving that car, swimming in that pool, going to those places with your family. And a quote that I found from Buddha, what you think, you become, what you feel, you attract, and what you imagine, you create. So I'm imagining this. I'm imagining myself in all of this, and that is going to be created. In the middle here, that check that I printed off and filled out is the name of my charity that I will create someday. I've had that name in my head for a long time now, the Abundant Living Foundation, and that's a check for $1 million. And that's not, it might look lofty and it might look unbelievable and maybe crazy to some of you, but my husband and I both have the vision that we will be multimillionaires, both through his businesses and through mine. I also want to donate $1 million to our schools because they definitely need it, and I would love to do that for my children. And lastly, these are 15 diamonds, and again, it's not necessarily what it looks like when you're looking at it. I don't necessarily have the goal of being a 15-star diamond right now, but I want 15 diamonds. And for those of you that are familiar, you can be 10-star in one business center and 5-star in another, kind of like that, but 15 diamonds. And I gotta tell you that when each of you, of my coaches, hit diamond, I'm gonna be writing your name on those diamonds. And I cannot wait to start filling those suckers out and start helping you guys see the vision even more clearly, because once you hit diamond, it does start to roll and you start to feel it and see it. So that is my vision. There we go. So that's how my vision board came together. Those are the kind of things that I think about. There's no such thing as too high of a goal. Some of my goals could even be higher, but some of them are quite lofty already. And I look at that. That's hanging up in my office on the wall. Every morning, the first thing I do is sit in that chair and I read my Bible for 30 minutes. And when I'm done, I stare at that board and I imagine myself in those places and doing those things. You won't believe the power that comes from that. And Paula, I got to give a shout out to you. You sent me your vision board this week, your house on Tybee Island that you're going to buy, and all your goals. And I love that you sent that to me. So way to go. Just make sure that you have it where you can look at it every day and just imagine yourself sitting in that adorable house. So I'm going to swing it over to Brittany now to close us out and talk about hers.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk. I'm not gonna go into it too long. We've got about 10 minutes here. So okay, yeah. Obviously, you know, everybody's gonna have a different. Everybody has a different why. Everybody has a, you know, our whys are probably gonna be a little bit similar. Of course, we have families, we have kids, we want freedom, we, you know, want to essentially do what we want when we want. That's what we all want, right? But having the why is just, it's not enough. You know, I know she went into vision a little bit, but that's really what I wanted to touch on a little bit, is just that you need a plan. It can't just be, you know, that I want to be this, I want to be that. And of course, steps to making this happen is the vision board. But more than that, and like, I'm really into the law of attraction and the whole aspect of like manifesting and being able to use your mind and create the world that we want. And the thing is, you know, like, we live in a vibrational world, you know, whether you want to believe it or not, everything is energy. And part of having the vision is believing. You want to try to feel like you are that way already. That's how you attract it. So for me, you know, I want to be 5-star. I want to be 10-star. But more than just having those labels, I want to be, I'm looking for the feelings that come with those labels. You know, it's not about, everybody probably wants money in the bank, but we don't really want the money in the bank. We want the feeling that we get from having the money in the bank. So that's what you need to focus on. You need to think about it. How would I feel differently? Like, for those of you that are maybe new coaches or even an emerald, how would I feel differently when I'm a diamond? Because you will. You'll feel differently, you'll talk differently, you'll act differently, you'll walk differently, you'll be more confident in yourself, you'll probably be a little bit more carefree, you'll be a little bit more secure with your money, you know? And so what you do to make that vision start coming to life is start embodying those characteristics now. And then once you do that, the universe has to respond to you by making it happen. It really doesn't have a choice. It's not like, you know, it's not like luck or that someone's making decisions for you. You make the decision based on your actions and the way that you approach your day. You know, I get up early too, and I, just like Allison, I love it. That's my me time. But yeah, so I mean, part of my vision is planning. You know, it's not, I know for me, I had a big problem with, I'm not the most organized person, you know, like, that's my downfall. And so for me, like, planning and just not making the best use of my time was a problem. But I know that that's a problem, and so I'm addressing that. And so for me, I'm going to quit telling myself, like, I suck at organizing and I suck at planning and I, you know what I mean? Like, I'm fly by the seat of my pants, which I am, you know. But the more I tell myself that, the like less I'm going to be like able to plan and organize and stuff. So really, for me, recognizing my weakness is planning and the organizing, and really just I find that when I schedule my day, like from the start to the end, I feel so much better about it, because it's like, okay, 4:00, wake up, do my personal development, have my shake, do my workout. And I have found what works best for me is, like, literally, I don't even go to my computer until I've done these things that get me set up for the day mentally, on a mental, emotional, spiritual level. You know, Allison reads the Bible. I listen to my personal development. I script in my scripting book, which, if you don't know what scripting is, it's you write like your future self. You write as if you've already gotten with all the things that you want, but you do it in past tense. It's actually really cool. But all these things get me set up for my day, and then I feel great. Honestly, if I wake up late and I don't get that stuff done in the morning, like I feel like my whole day is thrown off. But that's part of my vision. That's part of my plan. And we really want you to first you need to figure out what your why is, because if you don't have your why, you won't make it in this business, because that is what holds you on track with your vision. So you need the why, got to figure that out first, set your goals, and then the vision is, okay, this is what I want to be, and I'm just going to start pretending like I'm that way already, and then it'll come. So that's pretty much what I got for you guys.
Well, that's awesome.
I'm a quickie, short and to the point.
Well, maybe we can do another one about scripting later too. You can go into detail about that.
Yeah, honestly, scripting is so amazing. If you guys don't start listening to podcasts. My favorite's Manifest It Now by a girl I'm obsessed with, Cassie Parks. And if you guys didn't download her free new book called W Your Business, it's amazing. And it's all based on not working harder, working smarter from an energetic level. And who doesn't want to get more by doing less? So I do. All right.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Paula, for being on, and hopefully everybody gets the recording, and we'll see you again at this time next week.
See you later. Bye, girls.
Good night.